Every day for the past 3 weeks, I've been bouncing from dive bar tables to 9-foot diamond tables to 70-year-old Brunswick tables. And that's not an excuse, it's an explanation, but my speed control is a little whacked. And this is part of the pool. If you want to be a grinder, you're going to have to learn to adjust real quick. So sometimes you're going to be playing on 10 different tables in one night. It's just part of the pool, and it's one of the hardest things to adapt to, but you're going to have to learn to do it, and that's one of the reasons I've been doing it. You'll see what I mean right here. I go way too long on the 2-ball, and I'm forced to go up table and use the short rail to get on the 3-ball, and I wind up going long again. This is a speed control issue. Just put a little bit into that and a little too much, and the stroke wasn't very good either. Now you're just shooting for center table. And in this video, Richard wants to come up and talk to me, so I'm just going to fast forward through those. And this is Richard's second co-star appearance in my YouTube videos. Now, here you'll see I wind up getting too straight in on the 6-ball when I'm shooting a 5, and it becomes an issue. So right now I'm talking to Richard, and we're just going to kind of get through the 5-ball and the 6-ball, getting straight in on the 6-ball, and shooting the 6-ball, and then fast forwarding it through Richard's appearance. So I was just going to delete this whole video clip, but there's a valuable lesson to be learned here, and it's important to mention. And of course that is work on your speed control. I have to put a little bit of left on this because I want to go further up table and avoid that scratch. And I wind up getting bad, not real bad, but there's no legitimate. I have an angle on the 8, and you'll see what happens. And wind up getting pretty extreme, not 50-yard line, but pretty close to it, and a little bit of a difficult shot on the 9 when, that could have been avoided. So instead of draw stunning this 8-ball over for the 9-ball, I should have put top left on and went down to the bottom short rail and spun it off the left rail to get right on the 9. So take heed on this, working on your speed control and working on different sizes and speeds of different tables, and also doing it all as quickly as humanly possible. It's a big part of it, and you're going to have to get it through your head. Good stroke on this 1-ball. I've got my stroke working fine. Everything's fine. It's just a couple little things are off. And you can see I got myself jacked up over the 6 on the 2-ball. And it's making it very difficult to get on this 3-ball. You got to think about these things. And I wind up fouling on the 6-ball. So, you can make it a little bit easier on yourself. And now I'm on the wrong side of the 3, but it does assist me on getting on the line on the 4-ball and on the right hand side of the line to stun it out for a shot on the 5. And although this looks like a pattern rack, I'm shooting up table and up table again, then down table, then up table again, and then down table and up table again. Now that's the agenda of an opponent who's trying to pattern rack you, but I promise I didn't pattern rack myself. Just a little fluke. Yeah, you need an angle on the 7 to get right on the 8. I think the big lesson in this video is don't get yourself jacked up. Keep yourself off the rail, and you'll have many more options on the cue ball to get right on your following ball. And certainly don't foul, you know. You're inviting a foul if you get yourself on the rail or jacked up over a ball. So yeah, there's where it is. You're just kind of pulling this off the right hand side rail, coming back down table a little bit, and getting a good shot on the 9-ball. Let's go on to lesson number 3. These aren't lessons. I am not your teacher. I'm not your instructor. I am your friend. I'm the friend who kicks your ass in the butt and gets you back on the right track of pull. That's what I am. And because of that, you're going to buy me a beer when you see me out there grinding in your hometown, right? Right. Alright, what are we doing here? Looks like a pretty easy run out. One of the problems is getting on the right hand side of that 4-ball because you have to stun the 3 out for the 4. You can't get any other angle on that 3, but getting a pretty extreme angle on the 2 to get to the left hand side of the table for the 3 and to stun it out and to go 2 rails on the 5. Ooh, I rattled that ball. Came a little close to a scratch right there, too. Just pulled us out. You gotta be. Yeah, I came close to getting behind that 8-ball. So I'm being a little reckless here. 2 rails back on the 5, and I think I come up short right here, which I do. So I have a bit of an extreme cut on the 5. And you're going to put some extreme left-hand English on this 5-ball to get back down table and to get right on the 6-ball. The problem is you're risking hitting the 7-ball. You got to stroke the shot here. And barely avoided the 7-ball. What we got here, I think I'm just drawing it straight back. And I am. Want to draw? Oh my god, an extreme cut here. This was in the intro of that break video, my last video. And of course, you never want to do this, so practice both not doing it and shooting it when it does happen to you. Well, taking a good, and it's frozen to the rail. So the trick with this is to hit the rail first by a tiny fraction of an inch, and you can't even see with the naked eye. But you're putting a ton of right-hand English on that, hitting the rail first, and when it comes off the rail, it hits the 7 in the right spot and spins it down table into the pocket. Yeah, I recommend learning that shot, practicing it, and trying to pull it off, because sometimes you can't bank that shot, and it's a difficult bank anyway, because, the ball's frozen to the rail. And there's a good chance of a double hit, and you don't want that. So yeah, let's get on to lesson number 4. As you can see here, the 7 ball is seriously tied up with the 9 ball in the lower left-hand corner, and the best way to break this out is to get right on the 2 ball to stun it over to break the 7 ball into the pocket, and you should be straight in on the 3 ball. Well, you don't want to be straight in, you want a little bit of an angle on the 3 ball. The problem is I get too straight in on the 2 ball and didn't spin that ball enough. So now I have to force it down with a hard shot on the 3 ball. And I can't even draw it into the 9 ball at this point, so I have to go back up table. I should have tried to get right on the 4 ball here, but I can't do that either because it's going to make it hard to get on the 5. So now my only real chance here appears to be shooting the 5 ball and breaking out the 7-9, or getting perfect on the 6 to get right on the 8, and the rest of it's gravy. But my entire focus on that game was in that breakout, and you want to take care of it as soon as possible. The issue a lot of players don't think about is they still need a shot on the following ball to continue the run out. So, there's a lot going on in those breakouts, and you want to take care of them as soon as possible. There you go. Let's get on to the next lesson, if you want to call it a lesson. I call it me practicing my game on film and sharing it with you guys. Come on. Oh, I'm going from the break on this game. And from what I remember, it's a terrible break, but, we do what we got to do. Oh, that was terrible. And bad breaks put you at a severe disadvantage, and a great break puts you at a great advantage. So you really never want to do this to yourself. But I pull out my A game on this 2 ball shot, and I really bring it. This is the key shot, and I think it becomes the only difficult shot in this game. Although, if I remember right, I get bad on the 5 too. Everything's going fine on the 3 and the 4. I just go too long, and that's another table speed issue right there. I believe I pulled back and go to the right hand rail on the 2 ball shot to play on the. Now I go into the 9. Yeah, that was sloppy, and you can tell I'm a bit discouraged here, but just go up to the top rail with some top right, and you should be perfect on the 8 ball. A little bit of an angle side, but we have to go to the right side of the 9 ball. The absolute moral of this game is to work on your break and keep on working it until you're nailing it. And nobody's going to have a great break 100% of the time, but you can increase it at least to 60 or 70%, so you're winning most of your pull games. If you're a good player and you have a good break, you're way, way, way ahead of the pack, and that's just how it is in 9. Peace, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.